Do you ever find yourself in a stressful situation or having major anxiety and you don't know what to do? My name is Amber and I am here to teach you breathing techniques that you can use in your everyday life that will help you better manage your stress and anxiety. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, or share with someone that may find this video beneficial. Now let's get started. Pranayama is a form of breathing that people use to practice for a better well-being. In this workshop today, I am going to cover what pranayama breathing is, what positive effects it has on your body, mind, and spirit, and then I will demonstrate 5 different kinds of pranayama breathing techniques that you can use starting today at the end of this video. The word prana means life, vitality, wind, energy, chi, and strength. It can also be expressed as the soul as opposed to the body. The word ayama means length, expansion, stretching, or restraint. Together, pranayama refers to the science of breath control. Control we are referring to is all of the functions of the breath, meaning the inhale, which is filling your lungs up, and the exhale, which is emptying your lungs. And also retention. Retention is worth talking about. It's the point in breathing where you are not exhaling or inhaling, but holding. It's also termed as kombucha in Sanskrit, not to be confused with one of my most favorite beverages, kombucha. Retention of breath is the interval in between full inhalation and exhalation, where breathing is suspended. Retention of breath is helpful to understand as we get into the demonstrative part of this workshop. One's approach to pranayama breathing should be the same as lions, elephants, and tigers are tamed, very slowly and cautiously. Pranayama should also be brought under control very slowly in graduation, measured according to one's capacity and physical limitations. Yoga teaches us that life is not measured by our days, but by the number of our breaths. It's essential for our well-being that we follow the proper rhythmic patterns of slow, deep breathing. The rhythmic patterns strengthen the respiratory system, soothe our nervous system, and reduce cravings. As desires and cravings are diminished, the mind is set free and becomes a vehicle for concentration. How cool is that? It can take a long time to learn slow, deep, steady, proper inhalation and exhalation. So have patience with yourself. Give yourself grace. When you begin, you might start with just one breath or 1 minute of breathing as you work your way up to longer sessions. You will want to master inhaling and exhaling before you move into retention breathing exercises where you are holding the breath. And I'll point that out as we go. Emptying the mind of its whole and its illusion is the goal of pranayama breathing. As the very object of yoga is to control and still the mind, we must first learn pranayama breathing to master the breath. This enables us to reach the stage of pratyartha. Then our mind is ready for concentration called dhyana. The mind can be twofold, pure and impure. It's pure when it's completely free from desire, impure when it's in union with desires. Through breathing, we can reach a mindlessness state of consciousness where our state of mind is free from thoughts and desires. When we get into the state of mind, we experience joy and peace. Physically, pranayama can help us decrease stress levels, be more mindful, get better sleep, be in a better mood, better blood flow. It helps lower our blood pressure, and it increases our cognitive function. Mentally, pranayama cleanses the mind. Breathing can actually cleanse away emotional states like hatred, anger, greed, jealousy, as well as cleanse difficult thoughts. How cool is that? More radiance, joy, and peacefulness? Sign me up. Welcome to the demonstrative part of today's workshop. Before we get started in the breathing techniques, I do want to cover a few things that are recommended when you are preparing yourself for pranayama breathing. BKS Iyengar, who wrote Light on Yoga and is responsible for popularizing yoga in the Western culture, has some recommendations when practicing pranayama. The first one is you want to make sure that you're practicing on an empty stomach. If you eat at all, make sure it's 4 hours prior to starting. And then also, if you're going to eat after pranayama breathing, you want to do it at least a half hour after the breathing exercises. There are times when you could feel dizzy just starting out into this type of breathing. If that happens to you, go ahead and just stop. You don't want to push yourself beyond the limits and what your intuition is telling you. So make sure you empty your bladder and your bowels before you start breathing. The reason is you want to make sure you're just the most comfortable as you possibly can. Iyengar, who again wrote Light on Yoga and teaches yoga, pranayama is part of that, recommends that you would do your pranayama breathing before you get into your asana practice in the morning and before sunrise if possible. If you're going to do it in the evening, you wait until after sunset and after your asana practice. I realize that that is just probably not feasible for most people. I know it's not feasible for me. Say if you can work the breathing exercises into whenever it works best for you in your day. When you do start getting into the practice, you want to make sure that you are practicing at the same time every day, in place, and the same posture. I realize that can kind of get boring. That's where the multiple and different kinds of techniques, if you can learn, it makes more fresh and it mixes it up, and you're not monotonously doing the same thing over and over every single day. You're switching it up. When you practice pranayama breathing, you want to make sure that you're in a clean environment. It's airy, it's free of insects during quiet hours so that you are most comfortable. It's recommended you do it sitting on the floor. You can sit on the mat, maybe a blanket. Today I'm sitting on a block. Whatever is most comfortable for you. And if you're not able to make it down to the ground and you need to practice it starting in your bed, sitting up against your headboard, definitely do that. But just make the goal to eventually get to a place of Baddha Konasana or easy seated pose. The goal of pranayama breathing is to do it consistently for 15 minutes every single day. I realized when first starting out, you're probably not going to be able to jump right into 15 minutes of breathing. So just start with 1 minute, start with one breath, and continue to challenge yourself and just make it longer. The last thing is after your pranayama breathing, take 5 minutes of Savasana where you just lay and absorb and sit with yourself after you've done all of this amazing breath work. Take some deep breaths in and out. When you're practicing pranayama, all of the breathing is through your nose. You're going to seal your lips off. There is no inhaling and no exhaling through your mouth. Coming onto the mat, sitting with your spine straight, let's take some deep breaths. Awesome. Now we're going to get into the demonstrated interactive part of our workshop. It's recommended that you close your eyes when you do pranayama breathing. And all pranayama breathing is done with your lips sealed shut. It is all through your nose. Do not have your mouth open. That totally defeats the whole purpose of the practice. Sitting with your spine straight, let's take some deep inhales and exhales. So inhale and exhale. Starting with your toes, feel your toes wherever you are, your ankles. How do they feel? Are they tired? Do they need rest? Working your way up through your calves, your knees, your thighs, making your way to your root chakra. What do you feel? That line of energy is extending up through your heart chakra, into your throat chakra. Relax your body, relax your face. Let all the wrinkles fold out, making your way into the back of your head, the front of your head, into your crown chakra. Inhale and exhale. Take note of your body after doing that body scan. The first breathing technique we're going to cover today is called ratio breathing. Ratio breathing is just like it sounds. You're using a certain number of inhale counts and exhale counts. It's different depending on the effect that you're looking for. There are 3 different kinds of ratio breathing that you can do depending on if you want to be more calm, if you want more balance, want more focus. Let's start with if you want more balance. We are going to do ratio breathing equal part. You would equal part 5 counts in and then equal part 5 counts out. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose with your lips sealed. Let's bring your ring and your thumb finger to touch on both sides, resting on the tops of your thighs. Inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take it on your own now, inhaling and exhaling. For the count of 5, take 2 more rounds. Beautiful. And you should feel this breath should just really be flowing very beautifully in and out with the same rhythmic count. If you're looking for some calmness in your life, you would want to do breathing where it's a 5 count in and then a 10 count out. So whatever your incoming ratio is, you want to double it on the exhale. So let's inhale for 5. Or actually, that's kind of too much when we're just starting out. So let's inhale for 3, and then since we have to double it, we'll exhale for 6. So inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Let's do it on your own. So inhale for 3 and exhale for 6. 2 rounds of that on your own. Beautiful. The last of our ratio breathing is going to be for focus. If you are looking for more focus or you need to be more attention on something, maybe it's your work or you need to focus more on your kids, you're going to want to do the breathing technique where it's a double count in and a single count out. So again, let's use 6 here. So we would inhale for 6 and then exhale for 3. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Take 2 on your own. Inhale. Beautiful. that concludes the ratio breathing technique. The next one we're going to cover is called Ujjayi breathing, or victorious breath, also known as oceanic breathing. Another good breathing technique that is great for clarity and also if you need to be more focused in your life. It brings conscious awareness. I would recommend using it when you feel like maybe your patience is being tested. This again is another one that you can just use basically anywhere or any place you are at any given time if you're in a stressful situation, and pretty much no one would even know you're doing it. The reason why it's called oceanic breath is because it sounds like the ocean. How it works is you seal your lips shut and then you're going to inhale with your nose, and then as you exhale, you constrict the back of your throat and breathe through your nose so it's sounding like the ocean. So it goes like this. For today's breathing, let's do 6 counts in and 6 counts out. So it'll be inhale for 6 and then exhale. And then in, and you go right back into inhaling and exhaling. So let's do 3 rounds together and then we'll do 2 rounds on our own. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now on your own. That is Ujjayi breathing. The next breath we're going to get into is called 4-7-8 breathing. Now, this kind of breathing would be good if you are looking to have some more focus on your mind and body. I also personally use it for falling asleep. It's great for it. Many times I'll start this technique and just by way of counting, I doze off into my deep sleep for the night. How it works is you're inhaling for 4, holding for 7, and exhaling for 8. Now remember at the beginning of this video, I talked about retention breathing, or the retention part of your breath, where you're neither inhaling or exhaling. This particular exercise has it. When you are at that top of your breath for 7 seconds, you are just holding it being still, like this. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll cue you 2 times and then you can take it 3 times on your own. All together. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On your own for 2. Beautiful. That concludes the 4-7-8 breath technique. The next one is called Nadi Shodhana, and that is also known as alternate nostril breathing. This kind of breathing is really good for balancing your right brain hemisphere and your left brain hemisphere. It also could be good for if you're looking to, maybe you have some studying to do or you have a conversation you need to prepare for. This would be a great breath technique to use at that time. You're gonna take your left hand and let's touch our index and our thumb together. Rest it on the top of your left thigh. Take your right hand and you're going to fold in your index finger and your middle finger as you're going to be using your ring and your thumb for the breathing. Bringing your right hand to your right nostril, exhale all of the air out of our body through our left nostril. And once you've exhaled all the air out, you're going to breathe in through your left nostril. At the top of your breath, you're going to switch it to your ring finger so it's blocking your left nostril off, and then you're going to breathe through your right nostril. And then when you're done there, inhale through your right nostril, block off your right nostril, and exhale through your left nostril. That would be considered one round. Let's do 2 rounds together, and then we'll do 3 rounds on our own. Exhaling all of the air out of your left nostril. Inhale and exhale. Inhale through your right nostril. Exhale through your left nostril. Coming back, inhale through your left nostril, blocking it off, exhaling through your right nostril. Inhale through your right nostril, exhale through your left nostril. Inhale through that left nostril, block it off, and exhale through your right nostril. Inhale through your right nostril, and then exhale through your left nostril. Take 2 rounds on your own. Last round. Nadi Shodhana, 3-part nostril breathing. Whew, I feel good. I don't know if you guys have been going along with each one, but just going through all 4 of the techniques, I can definitely notice a difference in my aura, in how I feel. I feel a little bit lighter and maybe slightly happier. I don't know, just saying. The final breathing technique is called Kapalbhti breathing, nicknamed as skull shining. And the reason why is because when you do this breathing technique, you inhale and you just imagine your head being filled with bright light white. And then when you exhale, you forcefully exhale it through your nose. When you inhale, it's really slowly and passive. Exhale, it's going to be forceful. This type of breathing is really good for cleansing your nostrils. It is good for rejuvenating your body and your mind. It also has a cooling effect. I know it sounds weird, but after you do it for some time, you'll notice you just like feel cooler. Maybe you live in a hot climate and you just got done with the hot walk and you come in the house and you want to cool down. This is the breathing I would get into. So it's inhale passively and then exhaling forcibly. So it goes like this. So inhale. and just like a short, so inhale. And I wouldn't even say it's like a super deep inhale, it's more of a, and you would feel it in your you will feel it in your belly. It also, if you've ever heard of breath of fire, this is what that feels like. Let's just do it for a count of 30 seconds on our own. Woo! I definitely can feel that cooling sensation. I hope you can too. Woo! Well, I want to thank everyone so much for tuning in to today's workshop. I really appreciate you taking the time to learn different pranayama breathing techniques that will help you manage your daily stress and anxiety that you have going on in your life. Remember, I did mention that you will want to take 5 minutes after you're done with your practice and just soak it all in. So I am going to do just that. And remember to share this video if you found it beneficial, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Namaste.